Cannot see. I'm blind. Ah! Okay, that did not work. These things are more... Well, if I could put it there, it would work, apparently. Okay, those are connected now. Why is that one not connected? I'm learning how to do power. Oh, wait, it is connected. Are the ones inside there now? Oh, they're turning... It worked, it worked! I'll have to figure out a better layout for this one. Let me go see what it looks like. Also, let me grab Porygon stuff so I can move inside there. Look, I might at a certain point, if I can get, you know, have my food brought to me, I might eat spaghetti while I stream. Let me take this. Let me take the meme music away, the Driftvale City music. Yeah, I can move faster. What am I doing? Was he surprised that I turned into Graveler? Did you not know I could do that? Things are really popping off around here. There are so many more Pokemon. Okay. I guess he was excited that I became Graveler. Now I think about it, I don't think the Pokemon ever... I don't think a Poliwrath ever saw me become Graveler. So maybe Poliwrath really enjoyed that. Honestly, I don't guess every Pokemon knows about every other Pokemon species. So there are some Pokemon who don't know that Ditto's a thing. And they're probably like, oh my goodness, that Pokemon just transformed into another creature. Okay, yeah, like the power there is on, that's turned on. Okay. You found trace of a Pokemon. I can make these little tire things. If it's these little tire things, I can make that. Oh, it's Abra. I knew that already, technically. Because I already had a Cadabra's habitat. Okay, we need another wireless transmitter, though. Will it still connect if it's on this wall? It should, if the game will let me put it where I want it to. How high up can I put it? Oh, good, I can put it up really high. Yeah, now the lab has power. So let's put Porygon stuff down. Back where I wanted it originally, but I couldn't because I couldn't bring power inside this building. Because the other ones, their wires, you cannot have the wires cross. Like, you can't have them go past, like, the structures very well. And so they look really ugly and they don't work very well. Also, I don't know where Porygon is, so I might have accidentally just de-homed Porygon until I can find Porygon again. There we go. And I would like to put a photo on here. I already have the Clodsire photo. Yeah, we'll do Sleepy Vulpix. There we go. That's Porygon's screensaver, is Sleepy Vulpix. So let me try something. Let me go up here real quick. Now that I fixed the power down there, I wonder if I can connect it through the wall over here on the 3rd floor as well. You know, adding power to a building before the building's even finished. This floor is my favorite so far. This one's really cool looking. The little food court here. It's adorable. We'll only have one more transmitter. Does it connect to the ones out there if I put it like here? Oh, it does. It does. It has power. Okay. If I make more of them, I can bring power throughout this whole thing. Okay. I fixed the power situation. I do want to put that higher up, though, if I can. But let me go get more first. Firefox is making me look at depressed Pikachu. Moth loves Pikachu, who is, in fact, kind of a depressed Pikachu, yeah. When you first meet her. But, like, Pikachu is really cute. We're gonna throw a party for Pikachu at some point. Pikachu is a baby. Yeah, we're gonna throw a party for Pikachu. She deserves it. You know, working hard on this building, powering up and shining up the city at the beach, you know. Let me get rid of this ugly trash. I hate this trash everywhere. Like, Tinkmaster is fine, but this trash is something else. I will kill for Pikachu. For a second there, Moth, I read that as I will kill Pikachu, and I was like, oh my goodness. But then I read it right. 3 stream streak, Shepherd. Thank you. Someone's having trouble following you. I always forget that Espeon's following me when I fly over there. I'm not used to having a non-flying Pokemon follow me. I won't argue, but I don't want to look at the depressed one. Why? But it's really cute looking, though. It's not, like, super depressed. It's just kind of... I don't know. It's a little bit sad, but it gets happier. There we go. Bunch of extra points. Also, speech to text really butchered Pikachu. Did it? I just want to give it a little kiss and feed it. It is adorable. I think Pikachu is cuter than, like, modern day Pikachu. That being said, I think the old design for Pikachu, the little chubby little rat that it used to be, is the cutest version of Pikachu. Because it used to be a little chubby, little stubby little rat, and it was adorable. But they changed its design in modern games and anime to be more slender. Lee, it's called Pikachu. That wasn't talk to type. Oh yeah. Its name in this game. Here, I can actually show you. If it shows it, hopefully it shows it. It might not because it's the Pokédex. Where is it? Where is my Pikachu? I can't find Pikachu. I'm blind. A to Z. Elemental P. Here it is. It does say Pikachu here, but if we go here, Pikachu. See, it says their name. It says the Pokemon type if they're at the under number 079, because that's its species name. Its name, though, is Pikachu. If you look over there on the Illuminate thing, Peakychu. That one, yeah. Pikachu, lame, boring. Pikachu is a precious little baby that deserves all the love of the world. Yeah, now we're forcing Lee to look at Pikachu on... Why does it say pale under Pikachu's... What? Does it say something? Wait, do you also... Why does it just say pale under Pikachu's, like, little image over there? The 3D image. Why are we bullying Pikachu? What? No other Pokemon has anything under it. See? But they make sure to let us know that Pikachu is pale. Well, yeah, I get it that it is pale, but it feels like bullying. We definitely have to throw Pikachu a party now. Poor little bang. You don't deserve this bullying from the Pokédex, nonetheless. I'd tell her mine too if I were a Pokemon. You know what, Moth? I can't deny that it would be on me as well. I don't like going outside. If there were no bugs, or sunlight, or like, I guess, which I guess if there was no sunlight, I would still be pale anyways. I said pale instead of pale. I can't speak correctly. Who knows? I want to get rid of all this trash, but this is on a trash like floor. How do I get rid of all this trash? Anyways, I was building more transmitters. That's what I was supposed to do. We started talking about Pikachu and I got distracted. But yeah, I do prefer it over normal Pikachu. Or at least the modern design. Transmitter time. How many of these can I... I'm just going to build like 15 of them. Also, I have plants over there I need to gather. Just realized. Oh, this is upgraded, so I can just do this. Oh, I didn't reach all the way. Oh no! Oh no! I did not mean to do that. I broke my bushes. Oh, I have an idea, but I'm not sure what month to do it. What does that mean, Moth? If I might ask. That's not where I want that. What idea do you have? Because I have no ideas. I live in a state of constant vibing. See, I want to put these bushes back. I did not mean to. I didn't know you could just immediately cut down the bushes. So I'm gonna add an extra one. I think there were only 2 or 3 here before, so I'll add an extra one. Oh, I also cut the grass. The lily pads, I mean. Which I definitely want here. See what nice. There we go. I like when they have the little flowers in the lily pads. That doesn't always happen. As you can see, like on this side, it didn't happen. Kind of want to make it happen on this side now at some point, just to like match them all. That's a problem for later. And I don't want to spend a lot of time doing that and end up not being able to do it. It won't be like the Chansey Ditto statue that was pretty quick to do. I have a feeling that would take a lot longer. I want to do a month where 50% or 100% of the monies Twitch gives me to local charity, depending on how much I make. Like if I only make $50, I'll donate all of it. Oh, I see. That is a good idea, Bob. Found trace of a Pokemon. Hello, my real life kitty. What are you doing? Ooh, I want Dragapult. I love Dragapult. It's one of my favorite. It is a pseudo legendary, I think. I think it's counted as one. It's one of my favorites. Do you think in June? June is a good month, you know. It's the month of my people. What is this block right here? This one on top here. I know I picked them up before. What are they? Rough wall. I see. Because they'll be gone 2 weeks in May. Yeah. It's just, you wouldn't want to do it in a month you were gone. As like your charity month. I have not made money on Twitch yet, technically. Because I haven't reached the threshold. So I will probably have to wait a little longer. I'm gonna drown. Actually, the charity I'm thinking about, I actually used to volunteer. Oh, you have like a charity. That's like a, what's it called? I think that's a good idea because it's something you have actual, like you can vouch for the charity itself if you've actually been a part of it and stuff like that. You know, rather than, because I know a lot of people end up, I've heard of this happening before where people will like donate to a charity that it turns out is not actually what they thought it was, kind of thing, because they didn't either do enough research or for that. But for something like that, you can vouch for it very, you know, very thoroughly. I love the pink grass here. Can I bring the pink grass to another? I can bring it to another place, right? Can't I? Technically, it's a non-profit in my home state, not local to me, but I know the money would be put to good use. I see. Well, I think it's a wonderful idea, Mom. Wait, did I just get... You can get gold from the trash? I guess one man's trash is another man's treasure, huh? I guess they're incentivizing me to break all the trash as I get gold from it. How do I get Dragon Bolt at some point? I know I set up the habitat where it can spawn, but I don't know if it's gonna get it anytime soon. Because I really like ghost types. I like dragon types, and Dragon Bolt is just, you know, both, so it's cooler. It's one of the better Pokemon that came out of Gen 8, I think, is when... Yeah, that's Galar. Because we had Gen 9 was Scarlet Violet. One of the best ones. Along with, didn't Applin come from Galar? Because that one's also really good. Hi, Solarvex, thank you for the daily check-in. How are you doing? I'm currently breaking trash while I wait for my building to be finished, which might be the last thing in the game. When that fourth floor finishes, because this is the main quest for this area. It's the last area. Obviously, there's still other stuff I will do in the game, especially on like Saturday streams. But I will eventually, like soon, have to do a new playthrough if I finish the story on this one. Yeah. I'm excited, but I'm also scared because I found a very sad note in this game for the story, and I'm very sad a little bit about that. So this game seems pretty long. I will say the story, if I was to go like try my hardest to go through the story of the game, I could have done it a lot faster, I think. Like, because on my side file, I don't play that one as much, but I did finish like the beach story really quickly on that one because I knew what to do. Because you could do things before you find them. The main thing is that things take time to build, so like the Poke Centers and stuff like that. But technically, I don't think the Poke Centers are required to be built, because I could have built that before the Poke Center that I finished over here, the final one. So some of the things you could speed run through the game and like do everything fast, but I think if anyone who is like reasonable and playing the game at like a normal pace isn't going to get through it fast, I guess. You know, and there's also still a lot of stuff to do that is not like main story quest stuff. Like I haven't done anything really in that other area with all the evolutions, the what I call cheesy port. But it's, I think Pallet Town maybe is what it's. I think it is supposed to be Pallet Town originally. But yeah, I think it has replayability because I'm already playing 2 files at the same time, doing different things in them. And I already want to like do another file and do different things, build different stuff, you know. So it definitely can play. I will be playing this game even if I don't do it on stream for a long time, like off stream at least. All this trash. I am liking this already once I'm getting rid of all this trash, but I will have to destroy this whole tower that Tinkaton built, or Tinkmaster. Front yard bikes. Just about to fix bikes and earn bikes by setting. Oh, because bikes are... That seems really good because bikes are an efficient way to transport that does not require a lot of extra money to use and upkeep like a car and stuff like that does. Or even taking other forms of public transport. Garden tutoring, welding program. Oh, a lot of stuff. And meals. That sounds like a really good charity. That's a lot to do in one charity, honestly. Normally, I feel like they're focused on like one thing or the other. But like writing meals, writing opportunities. That actually is really good. I might look into something like that. Look into that if I do a charity. All this waste paper. How much paper am I gonna need in this game, actually? And the guy who started it, Destin, cool. So you know the guy who started, or you just kind of like know about Destin? I am bad at aiming. Yeah, look at this gross trash tower I have to destroy. Do you think Tikita will be mad if I destroy this whole thing? Or do you think that she won't mind? Surely she'll be fine with it, right? I mean, if I built the giant trash tower, I don't think I would mind if someone took down the giant ugly trash tower because they were trying to build an actual society. You know? I just don't like how there's like trash in the ground like this. It's ugly. Why did she do this? She could have just done what I do and built with like actual... Like, how did she even put trash under this pipe? She didn't move the pipe, she moved the trash somehow. I guess she did like this, I guess. And just placed trash there. I don't know. I worked for him back when I volunteered there. It was about a decade ago, but then was literally ran out of the shed. They have 2 actual buildings. Oh. I'll have you know, Lee, that I was not frightened by that time. I didn't freeze in fear for a second there. You would have heard a scream if I was frightened, so surely I was not scared. No, I have 2 modes when I'm scared. I have deer in headlights. I pause for a moment and I can't do anything. Or small little tiny dog yell. Yes, Lee, give in to the jump scare. Grizz, you're a bad influence on Lee. I gave you the hammer, and I feel like you're not wielding it with the kind of authority that I was expecting. Honestly, I should have expected this though. I don't know what else I expected from Grizz jump scare. Oh, can I connect this road all the way back over to that side, actually? I theoretically could. This would take a long time, though. I'd have to get rid of this thing, too. But I can go all the way over there and connect it to that top portion over there. Do I have a zoom in? There's no zoom in this game, is there? I guess the camera works. Like all the way to that. Oh, yeah, there's the other side of the road right over there, actually. Oh, okay, so I need to connect this all the way over there, eventually. That's going to take a long time. And definitely a Saturday kind of thing. Not a Tuesday, Thursday. Though again, after I finish this building, I might not be doing Pokopia on Tuesday, Thursdays anymore. It might be just a Saturdays thing. If this is the end of the main story. Okay, let's get back over there and clear some of the trash over that flip side, because I hate all the trash over here. We have about a little less than 30 minutes before that building's done, and we can see what happens, and see if I cry because at the end of the game. I am really worried I will cry again. I cried at the end of Digimon. This sounds like it's going to be sadder, so... I'm Cyber Sleuth. Oh, Dratini! I don't know why it didn't occur to me that... Or, sorry, that's Dragonair. It didn't occur to me why Dragonair and Dratini would not be in the... Like, of course they're in the game. Okay, well now I've got to build that. I love those guys. I like the whole Dragonite line. They're all really good. I do think there is obviously a discrepancy between Dragonair's design. This is embarrassing. I missed it twice. There is a discrepancy between like Dragonair and Dratini's design as opposed to, you know, Dragonites. They look obviously very different. Not like, I mean, there are similarities. There are some things that are similar. But overall, they look like almost different Pokemon lines. So I do understand the complaint of that, and I do also kind of wish there was a Dragonite that looked like a Dragonair, like Dragonite form. But I really like the like slightly goofy, almost derpy look of a Dragonite as this big snake-like dragon. Okay, but the thing about snake-like dragon is that we're looking at this from a Western point of view, us from, you know, Canada and the United States. Like, the idea of like a snake becoming a dragon is a common theme in Eastern, like, folklore. Like, that's the thing of, like, you know, East Asian folklore of like a snake becoming a dragon, because, you know, the traditional dragon design looks more like a snake. The reason it looks so weird to us is because Dragonite is designed after like a bulkier, almost Western dragon design. It kind of breaks the thing we're so used to seeing of like snake becomes snake-like dragon. Instead, it's snake becomes Western dragon, more like, and that looks confusing, even though it does fit the theme of snake become dragon still. Yeah, but they didn't make the dragons look like traditional Eastern dragons. That's what I was saying, Bob. Right there, what I was saying was like, they made Dragonite look more like a Western dragon's design, so it doesn't immediately click necessarily when you look at its design. Like your brain, the brain does not immediately go, okay, well, it's like snake becomes dragon. Whereas like if you're from a culture where snake becomes dragon is such like a common theme, if someone's like, oh yeah, snake becomes Western style dragon, that's the only change, is that. Whereas for us, the change is snakes don't normally become dragons. And when we do see snakes become dragons, they're Eastern dragons. So for us, there's 2 stages of separation. Whereas from like someone in Japan or like a kid in Japan, there's only 1 stage of separation. So it becomes a lot more like sensible design-wise. And that's my, what's the word? Sociology lesson of the day. I am not a sociologist. I took like 2 classes in college for sociology. I'm not a sociologist at all. I need to cover these pipes. Where's this pipe even going? Oh, this should be on, like, so like, no, manholes don't go into pipes. That's stupid. I'm smart. I don't live in a big city, if you can tell. Yeah, they're supposed to go into the sewers. Oh, whoops. I want to close this. But yeah, I do think still, though, I think the color scheme change is also part of why it's like, if Dragonite was blue, I think a lot less people would have the same issue. Because both Dratini and Dragonair are that color blue. If Dragonite was the exact same color, I think it would be a lot more like, oh yeah. But because it changes color as well, I agree. I think that, yes, it does look like a different thing. Also, I went over there to look at that Dragonite as if I haven't been turning into a Dragonite this entire time. To look at its color scheme. Oh yeah, it's just such a dress. Yeah, it's why I think like the color change makes it even worse. Because it's like, you know, that adds this second level, or like a third level of separation. That makes it even more disbelievable and like shocking to change. I kind of feel like similar to what I feel about like Blastoise with Wartortle, where I'm like, I wish they had just made a separate line for them and put them on separate lines, or like I wish now that they are already established lines, that they would make like regional variants that would like switch them, you know. Like I think it'd be cute if they made like a Dragonair or a Dratini and Dragonair that were based more on Dragonite's design, and then also made a Dragonite that was based more on Dratini's design, and they had like that as like an option. You know, like a regional thing. I think that'd be a cute little thing to do. Where are the flowers that I just got here? There. I want to get a Dratini and or Dragonair. We're gonna put flowers back here. No, not in the water. Why can you even place those underwater? Flowers don't grow underwater. Also, I'm gonna say it now. Oh wait, actually that works. Oh wait, hold up. I didn't realize that putting flowers underwater actually worked for this. What? Yeah, and it's okay, so it's probably Dratini, Dragonair, and something else. What else possibly spawns here? Honestly, if this works this way, actually, though, I am going to do this. I'm going to put this here. Like that. Yeah, it's kind of almost how who is it that I feel that way about? Kind of, I mean, I do feel like kind of about Blastoise. There's another starter that I feel that way about, where it kind of feels like it's changing too much from its other design, but it kind of loses the philosophy of it. And I feel like Dragonite is guilty of that. I almost wish, I would be fine almost if Dragonite was its own thing, and then Dratini and Dragonair had their evolution. However, I like all the line, so I don't mind using a Dratini and eventually getting a Dragonite, because I think they're all cute. Also, I forgot I could teleport. I don't know why I'm walking all the way to the Rocky Ridges. But I remember we had a house building here that we need to go look at. Gen 1 problems. I do think there are a lot of designs in Gen 1 that would not be what they are now if they were not made in Gen 1, yeah. It's kind of like how a lot of the gameplay mechanics that they changed later because they realized they were bad ideas. But they can't do that with these beloved Pokemon because now that's changing too much, you know. It's being like, oh, like, you know, if someone's like, oh, if someone does love that Dragonite or Dragonair becomes Dragonite, if you change that, now you've like created a big problem for people who really like that, you know. And also like lore implications would be crazy. So, and I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't hate it. I do think when it comes to like the design standpoint of like, because as I said before with like the starter lines, which are the ones I care the most about keeping their design philosophy because they are like your first Pokemon of each region. Wasn't this being built last time? What happened? Oh no. I didn't realize they were working on the building because they weren't standing next to the building. I actually took Pokemon away from building that because they weren't standing next to it. They were like just chilling. So I didn't realize they were part of the build squad. Oh man, I thought that was going to be done today. That's okay. We'll force other Pokemon to work. Machoke and Golem. But yeah, I do think they kind of dropped the ball on the Dragonite being an evolution of Dragonair. I think it is a little bit of like when you go for like a character design standpoint, it doesn't make as much sense. Whereas like a lot of them do make sense, you know. A lot of them are pretty good. Like they did really good with Venusaur, I'll say that. The whole Bulbasaur to Venusaur line, that is like a perfect character design thematic thing that is brought from the first form all the way to the third form. You know, a bulb that becomes like a petals that are almost bloomed into like a big tree / flower, like a big flowery tree. That was really good design. You know, a slightly more cutesy frog becomes this more strong looking dinosaur frog thing. Like they did really well with like the evolution of Bulbasaur into Venusaur, and Ivysaur being like a perfect mid-stage between them. Now the other Gen 1 starters, I have complaints about the way their lines went. It's not that I don't like any of their forms. I like all of their forms, is the thing. I just think that they, as character design for like following a through line, they do mess up in some aspects. AKA Wartortle should have a final form that looks like Wartortle and does not just look like I need to make gold. Where's Quilava? Is Quilava in his fancy little house over here? I forgot I gave Quilava this weird little fireplace habitat. Or that it comes with this habitat, yeah. This nice little thing. Oh, there you are. You were inside of your chest of drawers there, or whatever that is. Nice. That's like a in table. Not in table. What's the word? What's the word for the table that's like an entryway? It's not just an entryway table. What are those things called? And don't get me started on Quilava to Typhlosion, or Cyndaquil all the way up to Typhlosion. I have issues with Typhlosion's fire placement and overall choices made there. Let me heal at the Poke Center real quick so I don't have to waste food, actually. I forgot I can do that. Also forgot I can be Graveler all the time, and I've been walking around slowly. Like a dingus. Speaking of another Pokemon line that goes kind of crazy, where does the lizard in Golem come from? Because Geodude to Graveler makes a lot of sense. A 2-armed rock becomes a 4-armed rock with legs. Like it's already a humanoid rock becomes a more humanoid rock. But it's got some weird extra arms because it's already known for having extra arms that rocks don't normally have. And then you get Graveler, who is like Golem, who is like a Graveler if it grew a lizard out of it and got rid of its extra arms for lizard arms. I feel like Graveler, I don't understand where Graveler got or Golem got its lizard from. Hi, Riolu. Wait, weren't you working on the other building? Why are you here? I never get bored when I'm with you, Ditto. I want to give you something to show my things. Oh, it's seeds. Wheat seeds. Actually, I think I might have needed those. Sorry, I need to get this honey here, Riolu. Can you move? Thank you.